All right, let's talk sim racing. If you're really getting into it, you've probably realized that clamping a force feedback wheel to your work desk, well, it's just not going to cut it for long. Today, we're diving into what it takes to make that leap from a wobbly makeshift setup to a dedicated sim racing cockpit. This is the real foundation for true immersion, and let's be honest, for finding those extra tenths on your lap times. So let's just ask the question straight up. Is your desk actually ruining your race? Because I'm willing to bet that piece of furniture is holding you back, costing you precious time on track, and, maybe even worse, just killing the fun. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You go to slam on the brakes for a tight corner and bam, your office chair shoots across the floor. Or you try to catch a big slide, you wrench the wheel, and the entire desk starts shaking like it's in an earthquake. It's so frustrating. It completely shatters the illusion, and it makes driving consistently, well, it's pretty much impossible. So what's the answer? The solution is a purpose-built sim racing cockpit, or a rig. But with so many options out there, what should you really be looking for? It can get confusing fast. So we're going to break down the key things that separate a fantastic rig from, a kind of flimsy one. Okay, if you only remember one thing from this explainer, make it this: structural rigidity. Think of the rig as the chassis of your race car. It's all about its ability to stay absolutely solid, with zero flex, even when you've got a powerful direct drive reel trying to rip your arms off and you're stomping on the brake pedal with everything you've got. Seriously, if your rig isn't rigid, nothing else really matters. When we talk about rigidity, it really boils down to two main materials. On one side, you've got tubular steel. These rigs look great, they feel super solid, and they offer amazing value. It's a massive step up from a desk. On the other side, you have 80/20 aluminum profile. Now, this is the big leagues. It's basically an industrial-strength erector set for adults, giving you the absolute ultimate in stiffness and letting you bolt on anything you can possibly dream of. All right, so knowing that, let's take a look at a few killer examples that are out there right now. We'll start with a brilliant, budget-friendly choice and work our way up to the kind of pro-level rig that you see the real esports drivers using. First up is a rig that's become a bit of a legend in the sim racing community, especially for anyone tight on space or budget. It's the next-level racing FGT Lite. This thing is, for many people, the absolute perfect first step into the world of proper cockpits. And here is the magic number: under $300. Now, let that sink in for a second. That's a complete, dedicated racing experience for less than what many high-end wheel rims or pedal sets cost. The value you're getting here is it's absolutely insane. So why is it so popular? Well, it's got a few killer features. First, its foldable design is a total game changer if you race in a living room or a shared space. It can also transform between an upright GT seating position and a laid-back Formula One style. And maybe most importantly, it's strong enough to handle entry-level direct drive wheels, making it a truly massive upgrade from any desk. So this table kind of gives us a great map of the landscape. You've got the FGT Lite dominating the budget and small space category. Then, if you want a beefier, non-foldable steel option, something like the Fanatec Club Sport GT offers fantastic all-in-one value. And then you've got the high-end stuff, the aluminum profile rigs like the Sim-Lab P1X Pro, built for people who demand nothing less than ultimate performance. And we have to talk about that premium option. The Sim-Lab P1X Pro is pretty much considered the gold standard for any serious sim racer. If you want a cockpit that has absolutely zero compromises, zero flex, and will probably outlast you, this is. And if you need proof of its pedigree, well, here you go. Sim-Lab is the official supplier to the Mercedes-AMG Formula One team. That means their professional F1 drivers are training on this exact kind of gear. It just doesn't get more legit than that. And it's an incredible testament to the engineering of these 80/20 aluminum rigs. Okay, so we've seen some great options from budget to pro, but how do you pick the right one for you? Well, it really just comes down to answering three simple questions. Let's run through this little checklist. First, space. Be honest with yourself. Do you need something you can fold up and put in a closet? Or do you have a dedicated corner of a room? Second, equipment. Your cockpit has to be able to handle your gear. If you have a powerful 20 Newton-meter direct drive wheel, a lightweight rig is just going to flex and wobble, and you'll lose all that amazing detail. And third, future-proofing.
Do you dream about adding motion platforms, handbrakes, or triple monitor setup down the road? If so, an 80/20 aluminum rig is really the only way to go for that kind of modularity.
But listen, buying the right rig is only half the battle. Your job isn't done yet. Setting it up correctly, your ergonomics, is just as critical. A proper setup won't just make you more comfortable during long races, it will literally make you faster and more consistent.
And it's actually pretty simple. It's a 3-step process. First, get your seat right. Adjust it so that when you fully push down on the brake pedal, your leg is still slightly bent, not locked straight. Second, your wheel distance. Bring it close enough so that when you're holding it, your arms have a nice, comfortable bend. And finally, your back. Make sure your seat gives you good lower back support. This is all about reducing fatigue so you can stay focused lap after lap.
This whole space is just evolving at an incredible pace. A solid cockpit is your foundation, for sure. But the technology that we're building on top of that foundation, it's getting seriously, seriously exciting. So let's just take a quick peek at what's coming next. We're seeing VR get so good, it almost completely removes that barrier between you and the virtual car. Motion systems, the things that simulate G-forces and bumps, are finally becoming affordable for regular people. And get this, we're even seeing things like AI that can help you find your perfect ergonomic position and biometric sensors to track how you perform under pressure. The future of immersion is looking wild.
At the end of the day, choosing the right cockpit is all about balancing your budget, your space, and your ambition. It's the single most important investment you can make in your sim racing journey. It's that solid foundation you're going to build everything else on top of. So the only real question left is, how are you going to build yours?